Hi, all you beautiful beings out there. It's Imani Joi, aka the ATLien, here with a video. So I'm super excited. I got new things today. They're like gel paints. And so typically when I do my nails, I use like actual acrylic paints. And this time I have like gel paints. So I'm excited to like try out these colors. This week is the week of custom sets. So I'm getting all of my custom orders out of the way. I just finished one set and it inspired me to create a few more. So I can't wait to show you guys that, but that's what I'm working on today. So yay, love to create. So I already have the base down for the majority of my nails. Right now I'm outlining this one in black just to give it that cartoon effect. From trial and error, I learned to do the outline first and then go in with the darker shade to do your shadows. On the blue, I did the shadow first and then the outline, and it just didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So on the pink one, I'm making that minor adjustment of doing the outline first and then the shadow, and I can totally see a difference in the way it came out. You definitely want to take your time with creating the outline, especially when using black, because any small difference or any small mistake will appear. So that's what I'm doing, is taking my time to really make sure that the outline is as perfect as I like it to be. Alright, here I'm adding in a darker shade of pink to make my shadow. And I have seen other creators who've made this design who perhaps are using the same shade that they started out with and then add a black to give that shadow effect. So that's another way you can do it. If you don't have a darker or a lighter shade from your original color, you can always just create it for yourself. Then you want to go in and add your highlight. I just used a white and added an exclamation point or exclamation mark, and that's how I get my highlights in. Speaking of exclamation points, I'm actually creating one right now with this beautiful neon yellow. I think it pops so well against this green background, and I just love it. I think my favorite thing about creating nail art is that you can really create whatever you like. And I love to create things that are just going to make me excited every time that I look down at my nails. So this exclamation mark really just reminds me to get excited about the day, get excited about the things that are happening around me. So every time I look down at my nails, I know that there's something to be excited about. And somewhere out there, I can just look up and see that. Or I can look down at my nails and see it too. So right now I'm working on the black outline for my exclamation mark. A little tip that I picked up is that whatever is not cured under the light, you can always go back and erase it. So right now the exclamation mark is sealed and I'm just working on that top layer with black. And there are a few little lines that I kind of messed up on that I didn't like. So I went back in with a little bit of alcohol and refined those lines. And since the bottom layer of the exclamation mark was already cured under the lamp, anything on top of that can be erased and adjusted. So I love that little tidbit. I feel like it helps a lot, especially in detailed work like this. When creating the outline and shadow for this exclamation mark, you want to make it look like the exclamation mark is coming off of the nail. So you want your shadow to have a little bit of an angle, which is why I went from just slightly off the top of the exclamation mark and curved down just a little bit, or angled down just a little bit. That way it looks more 3D and it pops. And here I'm just adding a few dots to the top and bottom of the nail to add to that comic book effect. On to the word cloud. I always like to start off with my outline first, that way I know where I'm going and I can easily see the shape come to life. If lettering isn't your strongest suit when doing nail art, that's perfectly alright. What I would recommend is maybe using a different brush. Right now I'm using a very thin brush to kind of get detailed work done, but you can easily achieve this look with using a thicker brush, so that way you can just do the words in one fell swoop as if you're writing on a piece of paper instead of trying to worry about detailed outlines like I'm doing here. Doing this nail art reminds me of the time in college when we had to do comic book makeup for our theater class. It was so much fun. I actually have a few pictures from my Facebook page, and just going down memory lane just makes me think of like all the crazy things that we did in our makeup class. But here are a few images for you guys just so you can go down memory lane with me. Like, check out the detail. Julie even painted on her bow tie and shirt. Like, that's dedication right there. But anyway, back to the nails. Right now I'm adding in a dark blue outline or a shadow on the words just to make them pop a little more. So we're moving on to our final nail here. I want to apologize in advance. A lot of the footage that I have for this particular nail got deleted, or I was just out of focus. So I'm going to do my best to explain step by step what I'm doing. So to start with the lip, I would say start off with like a little tiny mustache, more so the Monopoly Man mustache or the Pringles mustache. And by that, I mean it's going to be thicker in the middle and then thin out towards the ends. After that, you want to create a square shape with white, just slightly smaller than the lips you've just outlined. Then you want to take a lighter pink to create the tongue, and again go even smaller than your square shape and create your tongue underneath it. Then you want to take your red again and outline that white and pink with your red and just create a small bottom lip. You don't want to cover the whole thing, you just want to have it peeking out from behind the tongue. Then take your black and outline it just as you would any other design. This is the part where you can just have fun. If you like it like this, you can keep it with a basic outline and it still has a great look, or you can add more details with adding teeth. You can add your highlights on the lips, a little curve within your tongue. You know, you can just let your imagination run free. I was using a reference photo, so I tried to stay true to the reference picture, but then towards the end I was just having fun and decided to do like whatever I wanted to do. I even ended up adding adding a little gold tooth in the middle of the teeth just for fun. I had gold foil around, so I just added that there. However, you can't see that in this video because again, some of the footage was lost. I just want to say a quick thanks to everyone who's viewing this video. Thank you so much for supporting my art. I love to create nail art. This is just something that I do as a hobby and it brings me joy. So I decided to share it with the stage of YouTube here. And I'm so grateful to all of you who are viewing this now. If you've gained any value from watching this video, please give me a thumbs up and you're welcome to subscribe. I'm so grateful to all of you and I hope you've learned something within watching this video, or at least you're slightly entertained. Again, I love creating nail art and I plan to create more on this YouTube channel, so please look out for future videos. Alrighty, and here's the final look. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you guys next time.